Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm gonna be doing an Easter makeup tutorial for you guys. It's Good Friday on the day that I'm filming. I actually have a gathering today for supper, so I thought I would do a cute little fun Easter tutorial. So I want to use this palette. It's the Wet n Wild Petal Plusher palette, or quad, whatever you want to call it. It has like these nice purple shades. So I'm gonna attempt to use those. I did this makeup look on Monday, and was it Monday? Yeah, Monday. And well, I started to record, but then I forgot to keep recording. So I'm gonna actually attempt to finish recording this time. So we're gonna just go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and start using my Maybelline Instant Aging One Concealer. I use this in like every single video for my eyeshadow primer. It's in the shade Fair, by the way. And then to set it, I'm going to be using my Essence All About Matte Powder. This is my favorite powder as of right now. I haven't used any high-end primers, but I've tried a lot of drugstore primers, and this is the best one for me personally. It's really soft, it doesn't crease, and it stays matte, so it's very buttery, and I love it. I'm just applying it with my Jessup Large Fluff Brush. You can get them on eBay. For this set, like the set that this brush comes with, I think I paid like $20, and it came with like 15 brushes. For my transition shade, I'm gonna just use my Kat Von D eyeshadow palette, and I'm using the shade right here. I use the shade pretty much every single time I do my makeup. I used to use the NYC bronzer in the shade Sunny, but that is way too dark for a transition shade for my skin tone. I am very, very pale, and this is the perfect shade for it. And I'm applying it with my Jessup blending brush. I'm actually going to be applying tape because what I want to do, I'm going to be doing wing liner, and I'm going to need some tape for that, so I might as well just do it with the eyeshadow. And I'm just putting on my hand like this just to get the first layer of stickiness off. Otherwise, it pulls way too much on my eye. So for the first crease shade, I'm going to be using this shade right here. I'm just going to use the same brush that I used for my transition shade because all my brushes are dirty, and I just don't care. And it's a really nice lilac lavender purple. It's really, really pretty. And I'm placing this in the exact same spot that I applied the previous transition shade. And then I'm just going to take this purple crease color right here, that one, and then I'm going to really concentrate this in the outer portion, and then I'm going to bring it all the way into there. And I'm not being too careful with this, just because this color isn't as pigmented as the others, I find. So I'm going a little crazier with this one. I want it to be really, really purple. So that eye for that crease shade is done. With darker colors, they can be really pigmented. So you want to go in very light, like you want to build it up. Because if you've never worked with an eyeshadow before, you could get, it could look like you have a black eye really, really fast, especially when you work with purples and blues. So that's why I always recommend that if you are working with a palette that you've never actually used before, start off light and build it up. I am not a professional makeup artist, but I have watched many videos and I have learned from experience. When I first started really experimenting with makeup. I was buying like these black eyeshadows. I was buying like just really dark colored eyeshadows, and I would just go ham, just blend out a bunch, like really pack it on there, and it just would not blend out. By the time it was all blended out, it was like all the way up to here, and that's not cute. I mean, some people like that, but not me. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here and just place that right there. I find that this shade isn't that really pigmented, but then again, that's okay because I can just build it up anyway. To blend out the shade I just put on, I'm just going to blend out a little bit with the same brush that I applied the really dark purple shade with, just make it very clean. Now I'm going to move on to the wing liner. I want to go for a very thin line like I did in my last video. I don't want it that thick. So they look pretty even, so I'm going, oh, I'm so nervous, okay. Okay, so that's not bad. I'm just going to be applying my mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. And I mean, if you're just going to wear false lashes anyway, I guess it doesn't really matter what kind of mascara you use. I guess as long as it just coats your lashes. I'm just going to go ahead and curl this side because this side, it always like, it curls up nicely, but this side just kind of like sticks out, so. So you know what's a crazy story? The very first person I ever subscribed to, I actually found my favorite YouTuber through her. I first subscribed to Miss Jen Fabulous, now known as Jenny Claire Fox, here on YouTube. I found a video of her and Shan XO doing a swap. And Shan is from Australia, Miss Jen Fabulous, or Jen, she is from, no, not Australia. Shan is from New Zealand, and Jen is from Arizona. I think it's Arizona. I'm not sure. I think it's Arizona. And so it was just really cool to see that because they're both from completely different countries. They have completely different stuff in either country. So they got the stuff that they got was actually quite different. But it's just really cool to see YouTubers that are like, because I've been watching them both for a few years now, and it's just crazy to see them grow so fast, but it's so cool. And I'm just using my regular lashes, the Kiss Ever Easy lashes. They look a little something like that. And then for my lash glue, I'm just going to be using my Ardell Eyelash Adhesive. Now I'm just going to wipe off the fallout with my makeup wipes. These are just, this is the brand that I use. It's just from Dollarama. They work really, really well. Okay, so I'm just using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge because I'm not paying $40 for the Beauty Blender because that's, well, expensive. I'm just taking 2 pumps of my Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. This foundation is amazing. The coverage isn't the greatest, but it lasts on me all day, which is what I go for, and it's pale enough for me. One I have been using was a little too dark, and it was the palest one I could find at the drugstore. So I absolutely love this. I absolutely love this stuff. It blends out like a dream. And it's not cakey either. For me personally, when I get a foundation, I don't care if it doesn't cover my acne, as long as it just evens on my skin tone, because that's what a foundation is supposed to do. If you want a foundation to cover up your acne, I will go with the Clinique Beyond Perfection. I think that's what it's called. The Clinique Beyond Perfection or Perfecting foundation. When you the applicator looks like a giant concealer, a doe foot applicator, which in my opinion is not very hygienic, but that foundation covers up everything. Candy Johnson, she uses that like every single time that she does her makeup. She's mentioned that in quite a few of her videos actually. And she doesn't even, I don't think she uses concealer in her videos. I think she just uses the foundation. The concealer for underneath my eyes, I'm using my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. It's the same concealer I use for my eyeshadow primer. I am actually looking into getting like a correcting concealer, like a little quad of like the red, the green, the purple ones. Apparently if you put red underneath your eyes, it'll really help with concealing it, but I want something that's lightweight. Also, yesterday I tried uploading, for yesterday's video I tried uploading it, I think probably like 5 or 6 times, but it kept pausing at just any random percentage, and then I think once or twice it kept saying connection interrupted, so I guess the internet just wasn't strong enough. So when I get my laptop in like a couple of months, I'm hoping to get a laptop soon. Which laptop do you think I should get anyway? Only get the MacBook Air, because that one's apparently really good for editing, has really good quality for iMovie, which is what I'll be getting because I'm not paying $500 for Final Cut Pro. Because I think iMovie is very, very affordable to get anyways. So I'm just gonna go with that. Because apparently Final Cut Pro is really complicated to use. A lot of YouTubers that have been using iMovie for the past several years, they start using Final Cut Pro and they don't like it because it's too complicated, but they're like, well, I already paid for it, so I might as well just keep using it. And yes, the videos are better quality then. Like, the editing itself looks much better, but I'm not using a complicated program and I barely know how to use the editing app that I have, which is like, honestly so simple, like a monkey could use the editing program. Oh, and I'm just setting it with my Essence All About Matte powder once again. And I'm not actually using a whole lot of product. I've like hit pan like crazy, so. The other day, I tried using the NYC Smooth Skin Powder under my eyes and all over my face. Yeah, it didn't even last 2 hours. But with this matte powder, I literally never have to worry about that because it lasts all day on my skin. Like, I don't technically have to set my face, but because I have oily skin, I find that setting it just helps the foundation put on even more. A lot of most people that have dry skin, they don't typically set their whole face. They mostly just set their T-zone area, like their nose, their forehead, their chin a little bit, and like the pore area. For my eyebrows, I'm just using my Essence brow pencil in the shade Blonde. My phone fell. So I just applied these two blushes. I kind of like mixed them together. This one is Rose Champagne and this one is Pearlescent Pink, both by Wet n Wild, both cruelty free. Absolutely gorgeous. For my highlighter, you already know what I'm going to do. I'm using the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. Okay, so I just applied that Lazarus shade right at the bottom there, and now I'm applying this first purple shade that I use for my crease shade. I'm applying that all across. I'm applying this first purple shade that I use for my crease shade. I'm applying that all across. Now, if you're a beginner, I would highly recommend this palette just because it is like they do have a lot of color selection, and I really like that it's very affordable. Now I'm just going to go back in with my mascara at the bottom lash line, and now I'm going to apply the same nude liner that I used in my last video. It's the Rimmel London Cocoa Gel eyeliner in the shade In the Nude. Now I'm just applying my wing liner over top of that lash band just to really cover that up. For the lips, I think I'm going to go with a nude shade. So I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Bare It All lipstick. I would avoid while I change the formula of these lip colors because the first Wet n Wild lipstick in the shade Bare It All, it was a lot more nude, but now it's a lot more peach. I find that the Bare It All one, it is quite peachy for a nude. And then now this one is just peachy. Okay, so I actually have just peachy right here, Bare It All, and the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Bow and Arrow. And as you can tell, like this one, compared to this one has a lot of peachiness in it. But this one compared to this one, it is browner, but I find that it still has like a peachy hint to it, which I'm not a fan of because the first one I bought, it looked like this, just like this tone. But this color, like more like it was very brown, like very nude. Like if I take this Essence lip liner, this one is in the shade In the Nude. This one is more brown than this, which I'm not a fan of, but I'm gonna cover that up a little bit with my lip liner In the Nude by Essence, just to add more brown. The same color as my brow bone highlight as I use for my lip shade. I'm not taking too much. And I think I'm going to take this, so I just took that shade for my brow bone highlight, but now I'm going to take this shade for my inner corner highlight. Okay, that's actually really pretty. I think that's it. I'm gonna put some dry shampoo into my hair because it's a little greasy right now. So a little trick that I have, so I use this one because it is brown, like it sprays brown on my hair, which I like. But I also like this one because of the smell. This one is the Coconut and Exotic Tropical dry shampoo. So I prefer this smell. Like, I hate coconut, but for some reason I love the smell of this. But the smell of this, it smells like old lady perfume, which I don't like. So I put this like right directly on my roots, and then I put this one like more underneath, so it has that coconutty smell. So I'm gonna apply this one first, and then this one. Well, so I'm just gonna take it right under there so you won't be able to see it at all. It does have a white cast, so. And then right in here, I like to do like a thinner and then a bit of a thicker layer for my brow dry shampoo. Thicker layer for my brow dry shampoo. Spraying that on my root once again, and then right close to my root to the center part. Taking the brown one, good massage. And I usually do my dry shampoo, like I usually try to get my hair done before I do my makeup, because my hair, my fingers are brown, so like if you see, like it does transfer. But so I'm just like really careful. Like I don't touch my skin. I just try to get right underneath there and just like really like massage that into my hair. And that is the final look. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!